she's younger, beautiful, confident that there's something in her that glows with life, untouched by the heaviness of ties you've carried. And yet somehow drawn to you. Not in spite of your age, but because of it. You notice her eyes linger longer than they should, chilled the tension, the curiosity, and you'll can't help but wonder why. Is it your wisdom? The quiet way you carry yourself may be that the truth, the one most older men completely overlook, runs much deeper. It's not your gray hair. It's not your status. It's something harder to name. Something deeper in your presence, in your stillness, something you might not even know you are carrying. And once you understand it, you'll never see yourself the same way again. Because in this video, we're going far beneath the surface, beyond the cliches, beyond myths. We're stepping into the raw, real psychology of what younger women truly see in older men. Not the fantasy, but feeling. The feeling of safety, maturity, and masculine calm. The feeling of being understood without having to explain. We'll explore why Ian, who suffered, who's been through heartbreak, failure, growth, can awaken something in a younger woman that she didn't even know she was longing for. Whether you're single, divorced, quietly wondering if it's too late or if love still sees you, this is for you. For the man who wants to connect not just with woman's body, but with her soul. For decades, the stereotype has been pushed like a broken record that younger women err all secretly or not. So, secretly on the hunt for a rich older man, a sugar daddy. But let's be honest, that myth says more about these securities of men than it does about actual desires of women. The truth is most younger women are not attracted to money alone. That they've seen what happens in those transactional effing chuns, emptiness, power games, manipulation, masked ass affection. What they are actually drawn to often unconsciously is emotionality, someone who doesn't panic when things get tough. Someone who listens, compete with them, who doesn't feel threatened by their independence. If you think your wallet is your greatest asset, you're probably ignorant tone thing. She's actually craving stability without control. And this is where real confidence becomes magnetic, not the loud, showy kind that tries to dominate a room, but the quiet, grounded confidence that doesn't need to prove anything. You walk into a cafe. Sit down and you're not trying to be. You just are. It's that calm energy. It says more than any designer jacket or six-pack ever could. There's a power in it. Performing and not trying so hard. Most women aren't looking for a man to impress them. They're looking for see me and what I's already impressed with who has become youthful charm fades. They get sold. But confidence, the kind worn from self-respect and personnel growth, fatly deepens with time. And it's exactly that presence that leaves an imprint on her mind. Think about it. When a woman truly feels safe around Ian, it's rarely because of his looks or status. It's because his energy is calm. Non-judgmental. His single quotes is not flinching when she opens up. He's not reacting defensively when she agrees. He doesn't crumble when life throws something messy their way. That kind of presence is rare. And women are wired psychologically emotionally lit up on those subtle cues, the way you pause before you speak. The way you look her in the eyes without needing to dominate. The way your silence isn't empty. It's ushering. So in a world full of emotionally frantic boys pretending to mend, someone who can hold space without controlling the outcome becomes a sanctuary. There's Aria's son to quotinate so deeply. Your calm is more attractive than your abs. It's not just poetic neuroscientific, calmness signals safety signals trust and trust. That's the foundation of attraction that lasts. You can't fake this. You can manufacture it in a gimma. Buy it in a luxury car showroom. You warn it by doing the work, by facing your owns, sitting with your own discomfort. And learning how to self-regulate. 'Cause when you can walk through the storm off life with stead eyes and a centered heart, she doesn't just notice you. She gravitates to you. And not because of what you can give her, but because of who you are when everything else is stripped away. Younger women, despite the stereotypes, often crave something far deeper than just fun, attraction, or excitement. What many truly long for but don't totally ways know how to name is emotional grounding. A kind of presenter that feels safe, solid and unshakable in a world fat moves too fast, filled with constant noise, superficial valet and unemotional immaturity. Being with someone who doesn't rush, who doesn't just react but sees and feels, that comes rare, even magnetic. It's not about money or power to boot something quieter, subtler depth. They can't off-man hodoescent need to prof himself every minute of the day. Who can't sit with discomfort, who doesn't escape and not distraction when things get complicated. That's the kind of depth many younger women intuitively gravitate word. Older men often carry this kind depth not just because of age but back because of pain life has weathered them. They've been cracked open by disappointment, heartbreak, failure, even death. And in those cracks, something heavier formed, what knights might call emotional gravity. It's not loud. Doesn't announce itself, but felt in the stillness behind high sighs. In the way speaks only when needed, in the way holds silence without needing to fill it. This gravity comes from having lost and learned and survived without becoming bitter. And it grounds the people around him, especially women who are still exploring storms of identity, ambition, and emotion in themselves. When a man has rarely seen pain, not just felt it, but fist it, he listens differently. He no longer hears just words. He is the under the words, is not quick to interrupt, defend, or dominate a conversation. His presence alone become an essay form of safety. He looks at you like us, not scanning for weakness, but recognizing because he's been there. And when Histerisk touches you, there's nourish, no performance, just intention, just stillness. For a younger woman, ways used to being pursued for her body, mirrored only for her beauty. This kind of deep seeing can be disarming and healing. Younger men, no matter how kinder attractive, often haven't lived an eye or broken enough to develop a skin of intimacy. They're still becoming, still searching for their own worth, often in loud or distracted ways. It's not their fault. It's just then of time. But emotional intimacy, the kind that makes you feel held without being touched, requires a depth of being that only suffering, patience, and reflection can forge. That's why some younger women find themselves drawn not just to older men, but to men who have suffered well. Men who didn't let pain close them, but rather opened them, something fuller, something moral, something quietly powerful in a world buzzing with distractions, notifications, deadlines, filtered selfies, and shallow conversations. True masculine presence is becoming an powerful force. And it's not about flexing muscles or having the loudest voice in the room. It's that quiet, grounded confidence of a man who is fully here. A man who's not waiting to peak, not performing, not trying to impress, just present. He listens with his whole body, his eyes don't dart away when she talks about something vulnerable. He doesn't interrupt her with solutions or jokes. He holds space with the calm steadiness that says, "You're safe here." This kind of presence can feel foreign, almost unnerving, because it sounds familiar in all rush-filled, hyper-stimulated age. Many younger women who appear confident on the outside carry deep emotional scars from overlook amsters or only half listento. They've grown up in a digital culture where attention is fragmented, where people swipe through faces like products and call it intimacy, where men look at them but rarely see them. So when a man walks in with a different asterisk energy, slow, grounded, unhurried, he doesn't just stand out. He me magnetic. Not because he's Rick or calming or quoting Rumi over red wine, but because Heifer's something deeper than flattery. I mirror Aslan's, a presence that say seem with you not for what you give, maybe for what you are. This is why older men win emotionally. Mature orphan become not deeply attractive, not just physical but spiritually. A woman can feel instantly. It's not chasing her validation. He's not performing confidence. He's lived through enough toe in it. He can sit in silence without needing to feel it if he can hold eye contact without trying to dominate. And, perhaps most importantly, he can stay emotionally open even when she's no teasy to understand. That kind of energy isn't sexy in the shallow sense. It's soul-touching. Beckus in a world full of noise have becomes a kind of stillness, and in that stillness, something ancient in our softens. We live in a culture ether that rewards speed, cleverness, and endless stimulation. But presence doesn't come from speed. It comes from death. It's forged in solitude, lost reflection. A man who has suffered an integrated thought. Suffering carries a quasi-gravity. And that gravity is what subconsciously longs for. Not theft, lash off dopamine, but the stability of presence when you can sit across from her completely undistracted, no reaching for your phone, no adjusting mask, but simply being. She will feel it even if she can't explain why. She will remember you. Because in that moment, you gave her something almost no one gives anymore. Your whole self. Many older men quietly disclose before even stepping into the game. They sit in caves, glancy to beautiful woman, and then look away. Not because they aren't interested, but because a voice inside whispers, "You're too old." She wouldn't want someone like you. It's not rejection that stings. It's the anticipation. Offit.